Yeah, welcome to the open book, where truth don't hide, stories ride, and every chapter got that power. Turn the page, now you stepping in, where real ones talk and the fake pretend. From viral heat to deep convo, we write the truth, let the whole world know. This ain't just a channel, it's a movement. The open book, every story, every voice.
Said he did too, but I guess not this time. I don't know what he wants from me. I offered him all of me. I don't know what he wants from me. He's loving me partially, and I just can't do this no more. I know I deserve way more. I can't do this no more. I don't know what he wants. Time can only tell how long I'm in the sun. My eyes can only tell when I'm thinking, son. Like how good we might be together. Like how I could see it forever. But if you don't think so, then let me know. I'll go back to how I thought before. Leave me hanging any longer and I might go crazy. I don't know what he wants from me. I offered him all of me. I don't know what he wants from me. He's loving me partially, and I just can't do this no more. I know I deserve way more. I can't do this no more. I don't know what he wants. Now tell me, what's your purpose, boy? What do you need? 'Cause I can't love you any more than I love me. Especially if you won't hold me down as soon as I need it. I used to know the love was there, but now I just don't feel it. I don't know what he wants from me. I offered him all of me. I don't know what he wants from me. He's loving me partially, and I just can't do this no more. I know I deserve way more. I can't do this no more. I
Good
don't
morning. Good morning. Welcome to the open book. This is your host, Lakeisha. I hope everyone is having a wonderful, wonderful Friday. Oh my gosh, can y'all believe it is Friday already? Seems like this week shot by, but happy Friday on today. Okay. Let's see who we have here so far. Make sure y'all tap that like button. Let everyone know that we are live. If you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell, because you never know when I'm going to go live. Hey, Latte. Good morning, sis. Welcome. And thank you for being first in the building. Good morning, Janet. Thank you for joining. Hey, my girl LaShells is in the building. Good morning, sis. Hey, Tay-T, good morning. LaShonda is in the building. Monica, good morning, ladies. Hey, Ronitha, welcome. My girl Brittany is in the building. Good morning, sis. Hey, Karen, good morning, and thank you for joining. Continuous prayers, y'all, for Karen, for the loss of her mother. And also another one of our supporters and family, Derica. She put under one of my videos that she lost her mom as well. She's the one that always has me tickled when she says Brody. Okay. When she's referring to Carlos and Holly, she calls them Brody. Okay. And so we are praying for you as well, sis, because I best believe know that journey. Hey, T. Smith. Good morning, sis. Thank you for joining. Louise is in the building. Tabany. Okay, Mrs. E. Welcome. Bam Bam is in the building. Thank you for joining. Hey, Dominique. Thank you for joining. Did I get that right? Okay. Dominique. Okay. DeMarcus. Jay Thomas. Hey, Obi, I hope so. They should be co-defendants already, side by side, one band. Not one band, one sound. Okay, come on now. Hey, Glenda, good morning. Ray Mel, and welcome everyone coming in. Philly Girl Juice, thank you for tapping in and for that first super sticker of the day and for being a sponsor for today's live. Thank you so much. Hey, Jackie, Latanya. Let's see. Tiffany said she was watching Fox 32 Chicago, Illinois news, and the new man said Holly Johnson turned on Carlos Smith. Child, it wouldn't surprise me It would not surprise me. Hey, Lisa, Latanya, Raymel, Nana Forever, Black Paris. Let's see here. S. Rogers. Thank y'all so much for tapping in. Yes, this is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Come on now, y'all coming in with the word. Dish Detroit is in the building. Thank you for tapping in today. So, y'all, we got some things, okay, to discuss. Y'all know I was taking notes on yesterday. I was too tickled on a couple of things, but y'all, one thing, this is a real life. This is my real life. It's so funny. Y'all know I've been talking about this case and covering it since the very beginning, September. And my family, they're around, sometimes when I'm live, sometimes my kids are at school. And so they are well aware of what mommy does. Okay. My husband knows what I do here on YouTube and everything. Now, my husband, he may be out of the loop on some stuff that I'm talking about because I just don't just sit and have conversations with him about the topics. And so yesterday, when I got home, I said, babe, I was like, my kids, because I had picked up my kids. I said, babe, they kept her in jail, blah, 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 blah. I was telling him about it. My son was sitting on the couch. He said, who, Holly? I said, wait a minute. I was like, wait, how you know? He said, who, Holly Johnson? I said, yes, you know her? He said, yes. I was like, y'all, my son, he can be over coloring or drawing because he loves to draw. But when I tell y'all, it's more caught than taught. Like with kids, y'all, he has been following the case. He knew Carlos's name. I started quizzing. See, the teacher in me came out because once I see kids know something, I like to take them to the next level. I said, so what's her boyfriend's name, her baby daddy name? He said, Carlos. Yeah, I was done. I was shocked. I told my husband, I see the kids in here keeping up more with the story. Man, you are okay. I was tickled, y'all. My kids even know about this case, okay, and know what's going on. They know little Amir. When we got the Christmas gifts and I had everything to the side, had to wrap everything and all of that. So they were thinking that it was their Christmas gifts. Child, I had to tell them, no, this is for little Amir. Then my son, he was like, well, who is Amir? And I just told him, his own, we're kid friendly, that he lost his mom. And this was his first Christmas without his mom. So y'all, they know Amir. It just, when I say it really surprised me yesterday, that caught me off guard. But that was a little funny moment in my real life. Hey, it is what it is. Right. She's still not going anywhere. Okay. Denied. Access denied. We heard access denied with Carlos from the courthouse the day before. And then her access was denied on yesterday. Okay, she needs to turn on him. He get charged too with murder. Hello, okay, Tabby. People were going in on Carlos on the Chicago news. Wait a minute, not the Chicago people going in on the news channel. Child, I am done. Oh my gosh! Shout out to S. Rogers for the super sticker and for being a sponsor for today's live. Thank you so much. Also, shout out to Natasha for that super sticker. I appreciate that, sis. Yes, okay. Even the kids know about. Yeah, it tickled me. He has been listening, Latae. Girl, I didn't realize he knew Carlos. Then he was trying to get Carlos's last name. I don't know why he needed the last names. He is not going to forget. He has a long memory. He's going to know what Carlos did when Carlos goes to jail. I was like, I don't know if I'm happy or excited that y'all know all of these details. So my daughter, she felt left out. She's like, so asked me some questions. So I said, okay, is Holly pregnant? She said, yeah, she's in jail. I was like, girl, all right. She kind of be off in her room doing stuff. She a little older. So she ain't in the know like my son. See, he likes to be up under me. He likes to help me in my lives and stuff like that. So he actually is picking up on way more. I'm hoping he's not going to school talking about Holly Johnson and Carlos Smith. Okay. Right. He's in there ear hustling while he's working. And that's why, y'all, if you have kids, and you think that they're distracted, sometimes some kids are what we call kinesthetic learners, where they have to do something, but it helps them to focus more. And so you would think if he's in a classroom drawing, like you are being distracted, you're not learning. No, that's actually how he learned how to read so fast. I had him at a preschool. He's over there drawing and things, and she was teaching the older kids some reading strategies and so forth. And so one day, just so happened, he started answering the questions too. She said, wait a minute, you know how to read that? And he picked up on reading earlier because of that. My son knew about the case. He actually told me to watch. I said to him, I already am. Next thing you know, we're on my bed talking about it and watching YouTube clips. Girl, okay, these kids know what's going on. That's sad. Okay. If our kids in different cities know what is happening, you know, the ones in Chicago really know. Okay. And especially those kids who happen to be on their way to school the day that this happened, that had to watch. Okay, some of them had to watch all of that happen, see the aftermath, and poor things. I know someone was talking about this yesterday. You know, that can be very traumatic. I think we forget about that part of it, how traumatic it can be for those children when they were on their way to school and possibly heard gunshots or had to witness Romeca lying there on the ground like that. You know, it was so sad, so sad. She said those comments were hilarious, child. I'm gonna have to take a look. Good morning, Latrice. Welcome. Good for him with his line. Q had me laughing so hard. He said one of those guys with Carlos had on a boot. Yes, bam, bam. Oh my gosh. I did hear that. And we're going to get into that too, because child, he took him 2 new security guards to court on yesterday. I said, now wait a minute. Was D Brown in the car? Was he car back up just in case? Just in case he had to pull up like a superhero with his truck, and they all hop away in the getaway car, because I'm still wondering where he at. We haven't seen him anywhere. Everyone was putting out an APB on D Brown on yesterday. Okay. That's kind of a good thing, because it shows that they are supporting you. Yes, it does. It really, really does. Shout out to Ray Mel for the super chat. I appreciate that, sister. Thank you for being a sponsor for today's live. Now, my son asked me how I felt having the same last name as Carlos and Trez. These kids pick up everything. Yes. My oldest is autistic, and he does what Micah Man does. Yes, some kids do that. And you'll see that with autistic students and with kinesthetic learners. Yes, definitely. Okay, so y'all, let's get into this. Welcome, 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 everyone coming in. Shout out to Nana Forever for the super sticker and for being a sponsor for today's live. Right, Monica. Okay. Y'all gonna have me tickled. Y'all do. Hey, look, those people that come up in here talking about why we laugh so much and stuff like that. Look, this might not be the live for you, okay? Because we cutting up. It's Friday morning, okay? We have been serious long enough. Okay, we need a moment to laugh. We need a moment to celebrate. See, we celebrate along the way. Okay, we don't wait for big victories and to the end of a thing. I believe in celebrations along the way. And sometimes laughter is like a medicine. Sometimes you got to laugh to keep from crying. Child, I try to find humor in whatever I can in this situation, because it's a lot of things that's not funny. A lot of things that are sad, traumatic with this whole case. Okay. And when I tell y'all, I was so excited and grateful to God on yesterday. We have to celebrate along the way and give God praise for how he's moving in this case, in this situation. Them two homies look just see Philly Girl Juicy. Y'all not gonna even let me get to it. Y'all already got me tilted. I'm trying to read some of y'all comments, but child, they look just as confused. And they look like they knew he was lying. Okay. They knew he was lying. They didn't want to make any eye contact or nothing. I think one of the guys is his cousin that went on another CC platform a couple of times. Yes, that's what Q said. Yes. Hey, Kimberly. Okay, so y'all, let's get into it. Hey, that one. Good morning, sis. Right, having fun is naturally right. You just get some of those people that come up under the video afterwards and complain. Child, look, I delete because I'm tired of explaining. Okay, we have a rapport. When you have a rapport with your people, y'all feel like y'all talking on the phone. Okay, everything is not always. Now I know how to be professional, formal. I can be spiritual when we do our church lives. Child, look. Every once in a while, you just want to cut up, be informal, just have some fun. Okay, good morning. Dr. Braves is in the building. She said, I'm glad Holly is being held without bond. Okay, say that again. Shoes, girl, bye. Hey, that one. Thank you so much for the super chat and for being a sponsor for today's live. Hey, Tion, welcome. Thank you for tapping in, sis. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm behind in the comments. Okay, I'm trying to get there. Okay, so yesterday, let's get into it. Yesterday was Holly's hearing. Okay, now her next hearing is scheduled for February the 3rd. If you want to put that on your calendar, okay, her next hearing is February the 3rd. Now, yesterday, we have been waiting for this moment. Now, there was a Zoom. Some people were able to get into that Zoom on yesterday. And I was trying to multitask. I told you I was going to be with kids and so forth. And child, they had me waiting for so long. I said, forget it. And I'm kind of glad because they wouldn't let me change my name. And I'm not just trying to get up in there with my government name and stuff like that, because baby, these people crazy. Okay, some of these people crazy. I was like, nah, it's good I didn't get on there because I heard that it was turning into a hot mess. Okay, shout out to, is that Key Knight? I hope I'm saying your name right. Thank you for the super chat. She said, love your commentary. Even the baby learns from his mom how to pay attention to details. Keep it up. Thank you so much. And I appreciate you for being a sponsor for today's live. Thank you for that, sis. Yes, it's so important. Y'all, our kids watch everything we do. Okay. So just know, just because they're not telling you every day, they are watching. They're watching what you say, how you act, your mannerisms. My daughter, Lord, that's the whole conversation. Shout out to the Kim's Reaction Show. Y'all, yesterday I had to share Kim's video. She went live, and I'm glad that she actually came on while we're speaking of the Zoom. Okay, she actually came on yesterday to explain what was happening with the Zoom, because there were false narratives being put out there on yesterday about Romeca supporters on here clowning, acting up. Now, one thing I can say about that Zoom, y'all, I'm really shocked that on a court Zoom, I'm shocked that they even had the chat open. Okay, because you will go to some of these webinars and so forth, child, you can't comment or anything. All you can do is listen in. So I was really shocked that people were able to type into the chat. Okay, because that's a court. I mean, that's a court of law, and that's very formal. So I said, people were actually able, some of these people thought it was somebody's lie. No, that is a court of law. Okay, it is not something to play games with. So anything that was outside of the realm of being your professional self, you have to know when to do certain things. Okay, professional, that is a professional setting. Those things can be tracked, traced. It's not just like you going to troll into someone's life. But Kim came on and she clarified that it was not because of that, okay, that this particular judge, he leaves his Zoom open. I think Travel Island, shout out to her as well, clarified that he leaves it open for like 30 minutes for people who are running late, can't get to the court in time, that have a vested interest in certain cases, and then he shuts it down. So that was that situation, and I believe he just started shutting that down. I don't know if some people were able to get back in there after it was shut down, because I did see another note that you could call the courthouse and request the link. So if you were able to do that and stay in there the whole time, let us know in the chat. I don't know if anyone was able to stay in there the entire time or not. Let's see. Latte says she has a court date today with the person she's suing too. That's what people were confusing others about. Oh yeah, I did see that on Travel Island. It appears as though Holly had already had some type of court situation where she was suing somebody else, and there's some money involved in that situation. Now, child, look, I don't even know the details of that, but I do remember seeing something about that a few months ago. Girl, I don't know how this is about to work. Okay, she might be hoping she can get that money and win this case so she can use that money on the lawyer. Okay, because baby, those coins are going to start adding up. Okay, with this lawyer, those coins are going to start adding up. Hey, Stacy, shout out to Dr. Braves for the super sticker and for being a sponsor for today's live. Thank you so much. Kim said she was on the Zoom with her government name. Oh Lord. She said that Zoom chat was so crazy. Oh my gosh, girl, that is something else. She said it was so crazy. Okay, Shawnee said she was on the Zoom too, and it was not good. Ooh, the Zoom was a hot ghetto mess. Now, y'all went on there embarrassing. I just cannot believe this. Yeah, it is what it is. I'm surprised they had the chat open. Someone did come in and told them not to put nothing in the chat because this was court. Right. Usually during court proceedings, they usually don't allow us to comment unless we are the ones speaking for our clients. Okay. And that's what I'm saying, y'all. I was like, it's just, that is a professional setting. It's a time and place for some stuff, if you want to cheer and do all, but that's like being in a courtroom. When you're in a courtroom, they even tell you, like, when they're reading a verdict, they don't even want the families to celebrate and be loud up in their courtroom. They will put you out. Okay. Like when Diddy trial, they told, look, they're about to read it. Everybody got to be quiet up in here. Okay. You cannot do all that celebration. Now, when you exit, that's a different thing. But a lot of these judges, they don't like all of that. Okay. Because it can bring disorder to their court. It's a lack of respect. Okay. All of that. So he's trying to maintain the order, not just in his courtroom, but on his Zoom as well. Okay. So that's just something to keep in mind, just in case they have that option in the future. Okay. That is a court. That's just an extension of it. It is online. Okay. Yes, indeed. They will find out one by one doing crazy stuff like that. Yes. Philly Girl Juice said she was clutching her pearls on that Zoom. It was a hot ghetto mess. Then to curse out the judge. Sweet Jesus, take the whip. Oh, Lord. It went that far? I didn't know all of that. Shout out to Bam Bam for the super sticker and for being a sponsor for today's live. Thank you so much. No, you cannot get, yeah. Baby, they think it's a game. The courts will not play with them. Right. So, yes. The family had to ask people to be quiet? Really? I didn't know that. They had the chat like YouTube. Not like on YouTube. I was in there and it was crazy. Wow. Shout out to that one for the super chat and for being a sponsor. Thank you, sis. Dr. Brave said I heard it spiral quickly and the judge caught the smoke as well. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, wow. Child. Okay. So yeah. After that, with this whole Zoom situation. Now, there was a motion by Ari, which is Holly's lawyer, for this case to be private. Okay. Now we already know, see, y'all know some people like like to lie in peace or to do certain things in peace, be deceptive in peace. Okay, they don't want people to see the shenanigans, their tricks, and all of that. So they want this sealed. They wanted it to be sealed where content creators, supporters could not see what they were doing. See, we were predicting too much. We were peeping too much. Okay, speaking on too much. So they were trying to shut it down. The judge said, denied. Okay. Did y'all hear me hit my desk? Denied. Okay, the judge said that motion is denied. We will continue, okay, to allow this public to be a part of this. We want to have transparency with the community, with the public, okay, and rightfully so. Y'all, the Chicago law and the police departments and all of that, y'all, they don't have a good rep, okay? They don't. So I think that they're trying to, with this case, get some of their people back, win their people's, their confidence in them again. Okay, let's let them see we can do something. We can try cases. We know a little something. Okay, we got this in the bag. Okay, let's see here. Yes, justice for Romeca. I can honestly say it was both sides of the Zoom. Romeca's family kept writing it in the chat to cut it out. And y'all, that brings like unnecessary stress. Like they should not have had to do that. I'm so sorry they had to do that. Oh, wow. That is extra stress. It really is. All I saw was hearts in the chat and a few people complaining. Okay, Brandy. Then after the white hearts the sister started dropping pink hearts. As black people, right, how we celebrate. They would have pulled out a grill and turned it into not pull out a grill and turn it into a party, child. Okay, right, Tay. That you heard I was speechless for a moment because I didn't know all of that stuff was taking place. I was like, wait a minute, I just heard the Zoom got cut off. I heard the bare minimum. I didn't know people were cussing, the family having to say stop. Like that is that's y'all. That's not okay. That is not okay. Grand Rising Empress Awaken. No, I didn't see that. I heard about that from somewhere in the chat somewhere, but I did see it in the chat. I'm not sure of how true that is. I'm not going to touch on that. Happy Friday, 71 Suburban Girl. My girl V is in the building. And thank you so much for the super chat. I love you. I love you too, sis. Thank you so much. And thank you for being a sponsor for today's live. They're not going to let it be private because they're going to make an example out of Holly and loser Los. They're not playing. No. And thank you for saying that. Okay. This judge, I'm already liking this judge. Okay. I'm already liking this judge because it seems like he is not playing any games. He is about business and getting to the truth, not about opinions, okay? But how can you prove things? What evidence? See, this is where we were saying you have to be able to prove certain things. You have to be able to have evidence. It doesn't matter about opinions, emotions, things of that sort in the court of law, okay? You have to be able to prove it. And so a lot of the motions that were being put out on yesterday were denied. Access denied. We kept hearing deny, 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 deny. Okay, and that's the word for today. Denied. Okay. She was denied access to go home. Okay, the entire Zoom was unhinged. Shout out to 71 Suburban Girl for the super chat and for being a sponsor for today's live. Thank you so much. So make sure y'all tap that like button. It is for free. Also, y'all, shout out. Let's get the likes up. Thank you so much, Philly Girl Juice. And shout out to the mods in the building as well. Now, let's talk about this because y'all know the prosecution, okay, we were saying that the state needs to make sure they dot every I, cross every T. Okay, do not come in here half stepping. Do not be playing around with this. Well, it looks like the state came ready. They were ready. Kudos to them on yesterday. They had it together. I heard that even had, Holly's lawyer a little flustered. Okay. Had to go and gather herself because they pulled one out the bag on them yesterday. So I am happy that they were ready. They stated that they can prove that there was intent from Holly to unalive Romeca. Okay. So during this trial, they are, and it's the burden of proof is on the state. They are stating that they have proof that there was intent to unalive Romeca. Also, y'all, let me stop and pause and do this. Also, a huge shout out to all of the, whether it's family, whether it's friends, supporters, whether it's content creators that actually showed up to court, okay, and whether they were coming out to report or just to go in support. Shout out to those content creators, especially that came to their lives. Some were in cars. I know Cole Peace, she was leaving court. She's in her car trying to give updates. Upper Keys, who else that was actually there? I can't think of any other content creators I follow that was out. Am I missing anybody, y'all, that was actually there in person that was giving updates? I can't think if I'm missing anybody else, but shout out to everyone, okay, that was there and was sharing information because, sometimes, y'all, when you're going, taking the notes, they're talking fast. So you got to try to take notes. You're trying to pay attention yourself. So that's a lot of multitasking. You got to go find parking spots. You got to get out. You got to face traffic. You got to walk, do all of this. So shout out to them. Shout out to them. And definitely our hearts and prayers continuously go out to the family as well. They pulled one of many out of the bag. Trust me. Okay, come on now. Hey, K Brown, good morning. The state was throwing out all ace of spades. Right. They had that draw 4 yesterday. Okay. Hey, honey, 5K. Child, you know how you think you about to Uno? Baby, they pulled out that draw 4. Okay, they were like, baby, we got another witness. Okay. Baby, she didn't know what to do. Okay, Maya. Okay, Trina, Freddie. Yes, and Freddie too. Yes, and shout out to 3G. Hey, 3G. Thank you so much for the super sticker and for being a sponsor for today's live. Defense messed up leaking strategy in YouTube streets. Exactly. Okay. Prosecution knew what to expect. They always check internet to help their cases. Yeah, y'all, we were given, look, if that is the truth, baby, we've been given strategy things to look into since September. Okay, that y'all need to check this. I don't know if it's a lifeline, somebody listening, if anybody out there listening, okay, please make sure y'all look into this, look into this, look into this. Yes, and prayers up for Miss Auntie, Miss La Leslie, because she did post on her community wall on yesterday, her Facebook, that she had been to the hospital and she was on some meds or whatever. She was going to return the phone calls that people were calling yesterday. So y'all, let's keep her lifted up, Auntie lifted up in prayer, okay, for her complete and total healing. Let's see here. Oh, okay. Uno reverse, child. You thought you were about to Uno out. Okay, so let me look at my notes. Let's see what else we're going to talk about regarding that part. I'm trying to do it in a certain order. Okay. Now, the state did say, and they clarified the order of protection situation, which I am glad that they did that, because y'all remember the day before how when the defense submitted those motions and Tia Ewing, she was on live on her channel and with the news station, right? And when she was reading that, I was like, oh my gosh. Of course, she's just reading it off of the paper. However, there were other things in background with that situation that I felt she wasn't aware of. Like, and I mean, hey, if that's not her thing where she's just on social media, I'm not no dig at her. But I was just saying, like, there were things we found out about that situation behind the scenes and on YouTube regarding that whole order, right? Well, I am glad that the state clarified that whole situation about them still trying to serve Romeca after she was unalive. Okay. And then that she had shown up to the previous one. She had shown up to the previous hearing. See, all of that part, when you just read just from the defense paperwork, that's not included. Okay. So I was so glad that they clarified that part on yesterday. They clarified the part about that order of protection. Then, y'all, another thing that the state brought out another witness. Okay. There is now a witness number 5. Okay. There is now a witness number 5. Now, I am glad and maybe they were listening to me. Okay. Because I said, whatever you do, please protect these witnesses, okay? Because it seems like witness names were being released, pictures were being released, and all of that. And I'm glad that that information, and I know they're going to have to eventually turn over everything, but certain things need to remain confidential for the safety and the integrity of this case. Okay, it's sad to say, but hey, we're starting to see where this was headed. And so the defense was not quite ready. Okay. She wasn't happy that they popped out another draw 4. Okay. Or skip. I'm going to skip you. Okay. Because I think that they did that on purpose. After they were seeing how this other stuff was getting leaked, they probably did that. And that's just my opinion, on purpose, so that the protection of this witness, like seriously, I just feel that this is where we are. If you think about it, and I think Keys brought this up on his video. Shout out to Keys as well. That video tickled me on yesterday. Oh my gosh, when he said, "Who Tia didn't even want to interview Carlos? Who was he talking to?" The cameraman. He up there just talking to the cameraman. Okay, no questions being asked. Baby, that tickled me. Okay, but when he brought up the fact that witness number 4 backed out of going to court. Now they're going to welcome everyone coming in. Hey, Barbara. Okay. That doesn't mean that they're not going to keep his statement. But y'all, and that was the security guard. Now, I don't know if y'all remember when Quadre was sharing videos on his Facebook page. And we even did a live one day. I forgot which live it was. And I showed that video and I matched up the voices of the person telling, because Keys had their identity hidden, with covered up, like they were Rock and another lady, right? So while I was watching the video, on this video that Q was sharing, it was a person that was walking the sidewalk, walking the school. I guess their purpose was to show how Romeca traveled, okay? And I was saying, I don't know, some of y'all may have been on that live. Look how close a person could get to kids, and there was no security because they were live the entire time. They had walked all up into the fence, the gate. People were going by, parents and children. Then they came out of the little opening part right there and walked down the sidewalk. As they were walking down the sidewalk, and they were recording this whole little journey, this path, okay, that they were taking to show where it all happened. They weren't saying anything on the video. I don't even know who was recording that video, okay? But as they were walking down the sidewalk, you could hear a familiar voice. And I was like, wait a second, that voice sounds familiar. And so then I listened to the video of the witness again, and then listened to that video, and I said, oh Lord, they probably done found the man standing outside. He seems like he reminds me of Gene Deal. Okay. And he seems so friendly, like the neighborhood security guard, looking out for the kids and things like that. So I don't think it would have been hard to spot him. Okay. And now I'm like, Lord, did they go up there and tell this man, you better not go and testify? I don't know. I'm not saying that that's what happened, but I just remembered that. It came back to my remembrance when that person, whoever was walking that path to show where everything happened, they never said a word on the video, that they passed by that man. Okay. And if I'm not mistaken, on that video, he even spoke to them. And they just kept walking. It seemed like a woman too, because I think I heard some heels in that video. But anybody remember that video? Anybody? Let me know if y'all remember it. This was on Quadre's Facebook page when he had his Facebook page. And they were walking the path. And then when you got to the end down there with the light, there was another lady security guard. And I said, oh, I wonder, is that the lady that was talking with him? Because they were like a crossing guard right there. And there were kids crossing the street. And the person crossed the street with the kids and the parents. And then they panned over to where everything took place. Okay. And so it would have been easy to just be like, oh, this the guy, he one of the witnesses and so forth. Okay. It's bad when an attorney lies, will embellish the lies, right? I know she's embarrassed. Okay. DeMarcus said, Ari plays dirty. In my opinion, her relationship by marriage with Holly is problematic. Now, has that been proven anywhere? I keep seeing that going around. I'm not sure if that has been proven. Y'all know certain things. I'm like, I don't know. We're going to say allegedly because I don't know if that's true or not. It seems like Ari was sharing court information with the aunt. She even disclosed the witness information. Now, I will say this. Some of the stuff that I saw getting out, it seemed like some information was being sent, okay, was being passed around. Because how else, if the court date hadn't happened, how else was certain information being put out there? Uh-oh. I mean, I had already picked up on that information is being spread through certain channels, avenues. When I say channels, avenues. Okay, so to me, that's not right. Okay, that information should have been protected. And this is why they are trying to protect classified information now. Right, Shannon? Okay, if this stuff is getting proven, okay, if there was some type of witness intimidation or things of that sort, that stuff will come out. She was acting like the guy who represented himself a few years ago, all loud and wrong. Okay, so some of y'all did remember. Okay, got you. That was the video. So it could have been easy to pinpoint who he was and to go out there just one morning, sporadically walk up on that man. Okay, it wasn't anything hard to do. So I'm glad, though, that they can keep the testimony that he gave. And I pray for that man's safety as well. Okay, a couple of things that they talked about yesterday. This video that was being put out by the defense saying that the witness did not hear what she heard. Okay, well, first they talked about the headphones that she had on. And Ari was saying that she couldn't have heard what she heard. And the judge allegedly, asked her, well, how do you know? Okay. because it stated that she still had on headphones even when she was talking to the police. And yesterday in Royal D's chat on the panel, Neo, okay, shout out to Neo, brought up a very good point. If she was wearing the headphones and could not hear, how did she know to duck? Okay, when there was some shots. Okay, because she obviously had to hear shots being made for her to duck where she ducked behind that building. Okay, so they clarified that well, he said that was your opinion on the whole headphone situation. And also because of some mismatched, incorrect timestamps, okay, that was 30 minutes off, y'all. They tried to edit and line up video footage, okay, that had a 30-minute gap. She only ducked behind the building after the shots, okay? So all of the other stuff that she said that she heard, she had already heard, okay? So it wasn't like she just back there hiding out while everything is happening and then just making up a story. That lady has been consistent. She was very detailed on what she heard and all of that. So I never believed that. I never believed that. But I'm glad that that came out. See, all of this stuff with that, if your client is so innocent, you don't have to try to doctor or edit anything. Okay? Let the truth be the truth. But if you're so thirsty to try to get, oh, let me make it look like you going hard after this witness. If you felt like she was lying, why would you have to go so hard to try to discredit her? The main witness. You should have been going after witness number one. Okay, the one that's saying they were there. Well, really, in his statement, he was leaving himself out. It was the other witnesses that kept telling that he was there. Okay, he wanted to leave himself out so bad in that whole story. Everything he was saying. We have footage showing that his baby's mother calls him a liar every chance that she got. So why would I be so focused on another witness that did not know any of these parties, that has been thorough, that has been consistent, and I'm trying to discredit this one so bad. Okay, if y'all thinking she lying, that lawyer getting paid good in the high profile status, but she ain't even putting up a good fight. It's embarrassing though, because I would have not took this case. Right. Okay, can we get the likes up, y'all? That is for free, even if you're in the bushes watching. Thank you so much. Hey, Jamie girl, good morning, sis. Even if she couldn't hear, she still could see, and the judge said that she was credible. Clock it, okay? He's keeping it. She is credible. Yeah, so she ran behind there after, okay, after, with the headphones, okay. Child, look, I get, unless she proves otherwise that you can't really hear with those headphones on, it is what it is, okay. They're gonna have to eat that. Her rating reviews as an attorney are 3.8. Many people complain about her attitude. Wow. Soon as she came in for a consultation, I would have said, hell no to the now. Now get out, okay? I don't know why I read that and could hear the music when you said that, Mr. I was there, got the boot as a witness. They know he is lying, okay? Now, they also clarified that the slap by Romeca did not happen, which we already knew that, okay? And that was coming from witness number one, okay? Anything he put out, in my mind, y'all, I had already exited out, okay? I had already exited out. I don't believe anything this man says. And we're going to look at the clip and see why. Because he's not saying anything. And when he does say something, it's not a complete sentence. It's not intelligible. It's nothing. Okay. I cannot understand what he's saying. No. Okay. So I didn't even believe it. Another thing that was clarified, Holly shot from the sidewalk. Now, let me say one thing about this part. Now, I'm gonna need some more clarification on some stuff, and I know they're gonna get all into this during the trial. Um, Now, remember, one of the witnesses stated that they heard a pause, okay, between the first shot and the last two shots. Now, something that came up to me last night, okay, because they said that also, y'all, apparently there's no footage of the actual shooting part. Even with the pod cameras, they said that the pod cameras pan. And you know, when you have a panning camera, it turns and moves, right? Now, the shot spotter cameras, and we talked about this on a live one time. If you go back to towards the beginning, because I was trying to get clarification, what's the difference between a shot spotter camera and the pod camera? The shot spotter cameras work by sound. Okay, so anytime it would hear gunfire, the cameras would shoot on and it would catch it. Okay, the pod cameras don't work like that. Okay, they're not working by sound, but these pan the area. Okay, they move back and forth. So in this particular instance, as it was panning, when the shots happened, it did not pan in the direction of the shots at that time and caught that part. If it was a shot spotter camera, it would have caught the actual shooter. Okay, those are the cameras that the mayor there in Chicago was fighting so hard to get rid of. I wonder why. I saw a chart that was outlining this. Someone that lives there in Chicago made a chart, and they said that the city gets paid more from pod cameras. See, the shot spotter cameras kind of decrease crime rates, okay, shootings. Why would you want something if you're trying to decrease the crime in certain areas? You seem like you would have wanted that over these pod cameras. But they said the pod cameras actually make more money for them. Okay, so now you're in a situation where when it's panning, it didn't catch that. Okay, now this is just a theory of mine that I'm about to say. I wonder, because we know that 3 shots were made. Okay, there was a live round still inside of the chamber. Now, I'm wondering, they said that she shot from the sidewalk. 1 bullet we know is still missing. Okay, because only 2 bullets hit Romeca's body. I'm wondering, after the first shot, did she miss it? Was the first shot the one that she missed? And then, because we heard from another witness that she advanced towards, okay? And then there were back-to-back shots. So I'm wondering, was that the pause that they heard? I'm not sure. Until they can do ballistics, that type of work and that report, they should have all of that. Until they go through that. Now, I believe Keys brought up this point last night, and this makes a lot of sense, okay? And it makes a lot of sense as to why they would have wanted to move her body. Because if you have a view of the exact position of when a person is shot and their body is there, because remember, they come, especially if the person dies on the scene, they do the little chalk, well, I don't know if they still do the chalk, baby. In the movies they do. I don't know if they still do all that, but they have they take pictures, I should say. They're going to take pictures. This gives them, okay, what was the angle? Okay, you said you were over here. Is that correct based off of her body position? Now, if I don't want it to look a certain type of way, okay, then look at here. I'm going to move it so I can say one thing and then make it align with how I position her body. See, that speaks guilty too. Okay, that speaks guilty when you're trying to mess up the crime scene. Because then you were trying to make it look like, in my opinion, that she was coming closer to Holly's car. Okay, in that particular instance, if her body felt a certain way and she was near traffic, okay, all you had to do while one calling 911 is kind of stand there and tell people go this way. But yet and still, when people brought up, oh, you weren't trying to help her, you weren't trying to apply pressure. Oh, no, no, no. You're not supposed to touch a gunshot victim. Oh, no, no, no. He didn't know how to do that. Oh, no, 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 no. Obviously, if you're moving her body, that was still something you were not supposed to do in that particular case. So then why change it on the other side of that, of the you're trying to change it over here to make it look like you don't know what you're doing, or you better not have done that. Okay. So it's given guilty. It's given you were trying to make it look a certain type of way, in my opinion. Okay. Latte said, lock them up. They are guilty. Only guilty folks continue to change their stories. The truth never changes. Thank you. You're going to continue. If you're telling the truth, baby, it will be the same on repeat. Okay, this is what I don't understand. Ari is an attorney. How is it she doesn't know CCTV footage has time delays? Maybe she thought the court wasn't going to pick it up. Okay, she'll throw some stuff out there. You could tell that's how she works. She's looking for technicalities, little openings, little time. Let them not meet a deadline. Okay, those things. Not that her clients are innocent. I mean, she does her job. I mean, she does her job. She's a defense attorney. So that is a part of her job, of course. T. Smith said, I think Ari is playing a long game, and that is smart. Sometimes in court, you can take L's, but refine and strengthen your argument down the road. Thus far, the case is not giving her much to hold on to. Right, right. Mm-hmm. And that's why I kept saying, do not miss a deadline. Make sure they come in there with their T's crossed, I's dotted. Okay? Like they're going to have to stay one up on her. Not to say that, oh, she's just this, unbeatable lawyer. I'm not saying that. But if you already see that there are tricks and things being played, see, she already showed her hand with this mess. Okay? You can't go in there with that. Like that to me, that's giving deceptive. Like I get, when you're trying to show that your client is innocent and there are things that you argue and so forth, but to me, that's giving deceptive if you're trying to line up and edit videos to make a certain thing look and then trying to discredit a witness so bad. Good morning, Windy City Beauty. Thank you for tapping in. Hey, King David. He said the lawyer really buried Holly by trying to fight that there wasn't a pause, because now you're saying she was firing in rapid, nonstop sensations, which would guarantee you're trying to kill. Ooh, come on now. Okay, now that is true. That part right there is true. If you're not saying that it was a pause, then that's worse. Okay. That is worse. No, she was only hit 2 times. She was only hit 2 times based off of the autopsy report. Hey, Teron. I'm grasping, but did Carlos pick up a shell casing and we thought he was going through her phone or pockets? I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good question. Hey, Tasha. Do you think that's why they asked her for her DNA to see if she touched Romeca? Yes, it could be a number of reasons they were asking. For the bullets, the gun, Romeca, okay, her car. Because remember, one of the witnesses said that she tapped Romeca's car, the hood of it. I mean, my thing is this. How you going to argue stuff that can be proven? They can prove if that's true or not. Her handprint, DNA, would show up on the hood. If she's saying she didn't help to move Romeca, they can prove that or not. If her DNA is not there, okay, she did. If it is, why is your DNA on Romeca? Okay, anywhere. Because your story is you shot her from the sidewalk, from a distance. Okay, so yes, that was very smart of them to get that DNA. They are definitely looking into those things. Shame on the Sharks restaurant manager for allowing that video to be tampered with. Right, exactly. That's given Kanika Jenkins. Okay, that's giving that hotel them trying to fix those cameras, messing with the time stamps and all of that mess. Okay, so that's what that's giving. Okay, leave the evidence alone. Let it stand as it is. If your client is guilty, she's guilty. Okay, right. I'm telling you. So that was just my wondering on that part. Also, oh Lord, I hope this is the last time that we have to hear this part. I hope everyone around the world, because I thought we were beyond this back in September. Okay. But it seems like some people have yet to catch on. They confirmed that Romeca's car did not block in Holly. I hope that this is the last time that we have to hear about that. Because, child, look, this argument, it seems like it's ongoing. And I know people are sick and tired of repeating that. It shows on camera. It shows on videos. It shows on pictures. Her car did not block in Holly's car. If at any point Carlos's car was backed up, okay, and he was double parked also, if anything, he would have been blocking in Holly. Okay? And it said that allegedly he moved his car up. I don't know how true this is, but allegedly he moved his car up so that she could leave, but she didn't. Why did she not leave if your baby daddy moving up so you supposedly can leave? Now, I don't know how true that is, but that would make sense. Girl, move. Get out of here. But no. You got to stay. This your man, your man, your man. And now look at you. Okay? Behind bars, pregnant. When you could have gone home with your baby in the car. To lie, I don't think they could lie intentionally, but I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, let's get to that, DeMarcus. Or DeMarcus' mom. Okay. I always say DeMarcus' mom. I'm like, let me read that whole thing. DeMarcus' mom. How did Holly have so much blood? We talked about this briefly yesterday. So much blood on her hands. I want that to come out as well. Okay, if you're shooting from a distance, there was too much blood on the inside of your hand. Okay, so at some point, you either touch Romeca, the area where she was, Carlos's hands. Okay, so I'm wondering, is his DNA, and someone even brought this up, because he's already in the system, they have access to his DNA. Is his DNA even on the weapon? If it is, why? Why would it be there? Oh, okay, because that's going to open up a whole other can of worms. Okay, if his DNA comes back on that weapon. See, this is the thing. They only let out some information yesterday, the state. We don't know what all they have. Okay, we don't know, because see, why would they put all of that info out if they know it's multiple DNA on the gun? They haven't put that out yet. Okay, if they know that it's multiple DNA on Romeca, they haven't put that out. What they found in the cars, what they found on the bullets, what they found during the ballistics reports. Some things they're going to hold until trial. And then that's when we'll find out more about that information. And I'm glad. Okay, protect all of the information. I'm patient. I'll wait. Because what we don't want to happen is where then you get things compromised, information is compromised, and now you have people out trying to tamper with witnesses, trying to tamper with evidence. That's what we don't want. We want justice for Romeca, and we want it done with integrity the right way. Everyone should want that. I don't care what side of the coin you're on. Everyone should want it done with integrity. with fairness. That's what justice is. Okay, and if you don't know my daughter, her name is Justice, and she will tell you that's not fair. Okay, she will tell you every minute she has to make sure you're giving her an equal portion. Okay, that you gave her a fair amount of time. Okay, in a court of law, that's what they want too. That are you being fair? Are you being equal in what we're doing to get to the bottom line? Okay, so something else they stated, and we have been stating this as well, a lot of you all too, that Holly could have called 911. Okay, remember she had time. Time would be my theme. If I was one of the lawyers, that would be my theme in this whole thing. Time. Okay, so they stated that she had time. Now, Carlos, on this interview, we're gonna look at that little snippet because, baby, that's all it is a snippet. Because he didn't say nothing. He was talking about they're saying I was holding her in a headlock or something. He said about this headlock, hitting her with the door like he about to cry. And I heard he did cry yesterday, but we'll get to that. Now, okay, headlock, bear hug, whatever you want to call it. And it seems as though it was acknowledged from the defense side as well. Because they are like, oh, it was just restraining. Okay, no. Okay, that's all based off of perception. Child, Romeca is not here, unfortunately, for us to ask her. Okay, did she feel like it was a restraining move or was she being hurt? Okay, so that is no. That's not, we don't automatically believe that. All right, so my thing is they're saying that during that time, hey, Spilling the Grits, good morning. During that time, she had time to call 911. Romeca was not a threat at that point. If she's being held, can we get, we need 100 more likes. Let's go. It is for free. Let's go. Just double tap. If you're on a cell phone, all you have to do is double tap. If you need to go out right quick, come on back in and hit it, because sometimes I do that too. You can do that. It is for free. Thank y'all so much. Hey, Queen Shailene, thank you for joining. In the meantime, while y'all are hitting the like button, let me read some of the comments. That could be a possibility. I'm tired of these criminals, period. So next time she doesn't have to mention her video, and now she can work on getting better video. Okay, if she T. Smith, I caught the shade. If she has an investigator, okay, if she has her own investigator, child, get a better one. Okay. So you don't have to fix up your own videos. Okay. Allegedly. Did they say in court yesterday that the video was tampered with? They said that the timestamps do not match, that there's a 30-minute delay, okay, in between the footage that they have from the bus and the footage from the Sharks restaurant across the street. Okay. So yeah, they did say that she didn't leave because she wanted to carry out her mission. Okay. Say that again. They know good and well Romeca was not blocking Holly's car. We over that narrative. Yes, I'm so sick of it. Let's put that book it in a file cabinet. Put it, I don't know. We need to close the book on the location of the cars. I'm sick of hearing about it. Okay. They have now confirmed this in court that she was not blocking her. Yeah, I believe both of them did too. I'm trying to catch up with the comments, y'all. Let's see. Yes, Denise. Thank you for joining today. Good morning, Talking with G. Shawnee said, well, in court, they said that Carlos's car was never moved up. Romeca's car was not blocking Holly's. And Kobe said they proved that in court yesterday with pictures and different angles on a camera. Oh, okay, good. Okay, different. And I'm glad that they had the proof. Okay, very good. So that's what I'm saying. Oh, so then they also said that the car wasn't moved. Uh-oh. Now that can also debunk some stuff. Okay. Good morning, blessings on high. Is it true one of the bullets ricocheted and cracked Holly's back windshield where her back? No, we haven't seen that. Now that would be crazy, y'all. If that had happened, oh my gosh, that is already dangerous that she put the weapon back inside of the car with a live round. But if that bullet had ricocheted and hit the back window, oh, she would have gotten she automatically more charges, okay, and definitely going down for some years if that had happened. Because you put your own baby in harm's way. Hey, Peanut, good morning. How is Ari as a trial attorney? She has resolved cases, but if Holly goes to trial, Holly may as well pick out her bed. Uh-oh. Now, that's a good point. If you haven't really had experience with actually going through a trial like this, you see what I'm saying? It's different with getting your clients to do plea deals, getting them out of jail on technicalities and things like that. But you better be really, really skilled to do some of the things you're going to have to do in this case. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Also, they stated that Holly went to her car to get the weapon. Remember, they were trying to say that the weapon was on her. And I'm like, looking at her outfit, we trying to figure out where would she have put the weapon. Okay. Because definitely not in those green track pants. Definitely, if she had put it in that jacket, the pockets are not deep enough. So that also shows she had time. Okay. That Romeca was not an imminent threat to her, where this was something quick that she had to defend herself, okay, that fast, where you're shooting multiple shots, okay. So that is another reason that she had time. She had to go to the car. So the witness was not lying about that. She went to the car to get it. So then if that happened, I believe the part where she was saying, for sure, I believe this now, he's telling Romeca she is about to go get her gun. And Holly saying, I'm going to shoot you, B. I'm going to shoot you, B. Okay. That's already right there. You're telling her what you are about to do while he is allegedly holding her. Okay. She's no longer a threat. Romeca was in fear for her life. There was 2 against 1. One was holding her. This strong, big man, okay, and child, he ain't looking like that now. And a girl going to get a weapon, telling her she about to do it. Imagine the fear that came over her in that moment, okay? She feared for her life. Yeah, that's how we know self-defense is out of the window. So what else they got? Okay, if they don't have self-defense on the table, what else will they have? There's no way she had a 9mm on her person, the weapon bigger than her. I'm glad that was debunked. Right, exactly. We couldn't even figure it out. Where were they getting that? Hey, Ushibad, welcome. Child, the gun was in the same car that she could have drove off. Okay, right, Erica. Okay, that's a very good point. If you had time to go get the gun, you had time to get in the car and leave. Okay, I'm telling you. Also, and I'm so glad because I'm tired of this part too. The judge threw out the old things that they were trying to bring up that Romeca has said. Okay, these are videos of her going off reacting to Carlos. See, we don't. My thing is why I didn't think it would be admissible is where's the full video? Okay, what is she reacting to? See, a person not just going out of the blue start cussing you out and calling you a liar. Okay, what happened before that? So can we get the full videos if y'all gonna do that? Okay, putting out just a portion of her going off, popping off all of this. So the judge threw out all of the old things that Romeca said. Okay, for one, Romeca is not on trial. We said this the other day. She don't have anything to prove. Unfortunately, she's not here. Now, they did keep in Holly's post that she shared, where she said sometimes you just have to go around and start, y'all know, unaliving MFers. Okay. That post, that shows where your thought process was. For you to share something like that, it showed where your thought process was. Okay. That you just sometimes got to come out here and start, what? You agreeing with that? Okay. So I'm glad that they kept that. That's very telling that she shared that. And I want to know if they are going to subpoena to get her Facebook accounts, her Instagram, TikToks that she tried to shut down. See, when she came out here for the little time that she was out here on YouTube, she didn't share anything on her page. However, she was all up in these chats. I'm pretty sure screenshots of that they probably have or have seen. Okay. When you came out, here you are talking about things that were said about Romeca and Carlos. You still on that. Okay. Like what? That's the first thing that you're talking about. People saying that you were wearing an outfit for 3 days. Like, that's where her mind is. Okay, Valentine's Day, child, we coming up on another Valentine's Day. You worried about what someone said about him being with Romeca on Valentine's Day. Who was he with all of the time when you was out? Because clearly we have yet to hear him mention your name. We have clearly not heard him or seen him really put a Free Holly post. He has not said Free Holly or put up a Free Holly post that he supports you, that he's a Holly, #Holly supporter. We have not even seen that. I have not even seen him say your name whatsoever. So I don't think I would have came out on social media bringing up a guy who is not even claiming me. He's not, even during her trial or her hearing, he was worried about himself. He didn't come on the news during his little clip and say anything about my baby mama is innocent, free her. He is worried about what people saying about him. I'm not understanding. Okay. They did also show videos of Romeca leaving school. They did not show it to the people there, but it's where the judge, the attorneys, and so forth could see it. So they showed her leaving the school and all of that as well. Wow. And I know that that's hard. Even, if they do decide to show it during the trial, that in itself will be hard for the family to even see. This was her last moment, y'all, dropping her baby off. And then look at what happens when she makes a U-turn. She lost her life. So now comes the part in finding out what made her pull over there and really what happened during those moments. Okay, during the arguing, what happened leading up to that? Phone calls, text messages, all of that. What happened? They want to get to the bottom, the truth of what took place on the side of that road for Romeca to lose her life that day. That smear campaign failed. I'm so disgusted with Carlos. He acted like he hated a woman he was with for a decade. Right. What part? They're saying what part is AI? Yep, it was too heavy to fit on. Right. I didn't see how it would have been on her either. I never believed that part. Never. Okay. Because the pockets, baby, if you had it right there in your pocket, it would have fallen out unless you just had your hand on it to keep it in there the entire time. And that wouldn't have been a good look either. And I hope that they also think about the fact that she was riding around with Carlos, with her baby, with a loaded gun. It was loaded. Okay, we can't miss that part. It wasn't like she went to the car and said, "Oh, she messing with me. Let me load up this gun." No, the gun was already loaded. It was already loaded around her baby. It wasn't secured either because allegedly you put the gun on top of the car when you were putting the baby in the car. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. Okay. So she didn't have time to, there we go again with time. She didn't have time to load the gun. It was already, she didn't even have time to get it out of a compartment or where it should have been. It was already loaded and ready. Okay. So that shows premeditation as well. She deleted her account, her original one. I hope they can recover. Oh, yeah. Nothing's ever gone, especially on somebody else's stuff, somebody else's platform. Child, they have access to all of that stuff. It never goes away. They are going to look for all social media and phone info. Yes. Yes. That Valentine's Day, it struck a match. Okay. It did. Okay. She's still obsessed with Romeca, even in death. Yes. Taking her life still hasn't satisfied her evil act. I'm telling you, that is crazy, y'all. And really, to be honest, and to be honest, y'all, him as well. Okay, you would have thought he had moved on. He's still talking about Romeca. Hey, Sugar Bear, right. Nothing is ever deleted. Hey, Royal D is in the building. Welcome, sis. Thank you for joining. Hey, Leopard Luggage Travel. She said if things are thrown out pre-trial, can it be re-entered during the trial? Were these videos a part of the defense discovery? I hope the question during the trial is how did she threaten you on September the 8th? Right. Now, that part I'm not sure of. Can they re-enter it for, during the trial if they possibly fix it where it's, I guess, correct? Now, they probably can make sure that the timestamps match and maybe the judge will reconsider them. But right now, he's not going to allow something that's not even with the correct timestamps. So possibly, okay, can be, re-entered. Yeah. How does she threaten you on that day? See, a lot of the things we were hearing, this was outside of the realm of September the 8th. Okay. But what happened that day? That day, okay, that morning, what happened? That's where the focus has to be. Both sides can get social media posts, even the deleted ones. Right. Right. Exactly. So then, y'all, on yesterday afterwards, she was taunting Miss Tina and her family. She would post about eating at the restaurant while making condescending comments. She allegedly posted a photo of Romeca's body in a group chat. Really? Oh, wow. I hadn't heard about that. Now, how would she have gotten that? See, she was on the phone too. So she had access to her phone and this weapon. We don't know what all pictures, videos, okay, were taken during that time before the cops pulled up. And I don't know what took them so long. Because they said the police station is not that far. Has any of Holly's family apologized or shown any empathy for Holly's actions? I haven't heard it or seen anything like that. Now, if they did privately, I don't know. Yeah. No, he can't. It is what it is. He's not supposed to. Yes, they will get all her social media information. They hold a lot of information. Right. That recoil on that weapon is heavy as hell. Reasons why it jammed. She couldn't handle it. Okay. Now, thank you, Philly Girl Juice, for that. Okay. Because that is going to be key also. Okay. Did she have some help holding it? Because this is my thing. If it has a lot of recoil and power behind that weapon, child, wherever she went for target practice, and I'm not trying to be insensitive on saying any of this, I'm saying it to highlight that means that you would have been very skilled to hit your target the way that you hit the target. Look at the areas, and this is something that will be brought up in court because they pay attention to where a person was shot. The areas, are they vital areas? Okay, because that can also give them intent. Look at the places that she was shot and hit. Now, did she do that herself? Is she that good of a shooter? That was just something I was wondering, okay, that came up in my mind. Hey, Shireen's World. Hell, never even checked on the baby. No, we never saw her hold the baby, go to the baby, check on the baby. Okay, the Hispanic guy brought up the baby, and she's just like, yes, that's my baby. At that point, girl, you didn't even want to go and check on the baby? We didn't see her move over there to see if the baby was okay. Windows up. Is the baby hot? Child. I don't know if they were saying windows were down. I still to this day could not tell. Maybe they were down. But regardless, we didn't hear the baby crying. Okay, they need to, hey, check into that too. It was a plan. That's why it was loaded. She was planning on doing this. Exactly. It wouldn't have already been loaded. Okay, Queen Nana. Good morning, Miss Cat. That sentence will be her karma. Exactly. She was ready. She got there. She had already had it ready. Hey, Frodo's. Yeah. Shout out to Talking with G. Thank you so much for the super sticker and for being a sponsor for today's live. Thank you so much. Yeah, she's going to prison. Hey, Nina. I'm missing some people. Hey, Miss Denise. Yes, she said, Romeca, baby girl, you got justice. We, the people, will continue to be your voice. Justice for Romeca. Yes. Okay. Chanel said they also have forensic science that specializes in phone. Okay. And see, while she was holding that phone, she could have called 911 then. Okay. We don't know who she was talking to. That person could be a potential witness. Who was she telling the story to? I'm curious to hear what they have to say. I'm curious. Now, what I am ready to hear is what she told them at the police station. I want to hear that narrative. For some reason, I'm just really waiting to hear that narrative of what she told them there. Because I'm wondering, does Carlos know what she told them? Did she tell them some information that's matching up with what he said? You know what I'm saying? Like, is that something, another little ace that they have in their pockets, that something was said when she was there? And that's another reason why they didn't believe him. And he had to go and redo his statements. I don't know. Yeah, that face shot, that was personal. Okay, that was personal. It wasn't grazed or anything. You know, sometimes you have that little graze shot that goes by and it kind of has like a little, cut right there. No, that was intentional. Yes. How did she get so much blood? That's the question of the day that we're still waiting to find out. It's not that much recoil the most, but following once you get the grip. Any woman can do that on a 9mm. I have a 6 saucer 9mm. The first shot recoils. Okay, because child, I have no idea that part. Right, because that's all that matters is that day. Right, not some from the past that are more than likely lies that Holly has made up to try and tarnish Romeca's character. Right. Yeah, she didn't care about that baby. Okay. Is it true the defense trying to say Carlos and Romeca was jumping her and she was afraid? I think there was a narrative that was being put out about that, but I don't think that worked too well or went anywhere. It was just kind of put out, child. We know that ain't true. Hey, Deanna, good morning. They knew they were going to run into her over there. That's why the gun was already ready. Yes, God is all clock it. Okay. I definitely believe they knew she was coming around the corner. And I still go back to my thoughts on this. Now, Q said this, allegedly information that there were multiple people involved. I believe there were lookout people there, people ready to record certain things. That's just my belief, my opinion. Okay, but I think they knew when she was gonna hit that U right there. And when the witness said that he heard skirt like a quick stop and her tires made that sound, why? Okay, why is that? Right, Chanel? The first time she was arrested, I don't think she was being truthful with the CPD is going to come out in court. Yes, that's why I'm waiting to hear that statement. I want to know what she said. I don't know how true it is, but I did hear that Carlos used to take her to the shooting range. I believe Quadre said that, but don't quote me. Oh, okay. Now that would make sense. I mean, if she really did, she is a good shooter. Okay, which I mean works to the detriment of Romeca in this case. But I'm saying wherever she learned, doesn't. I mean, it's not a good thing in this, but that's an observation based off of what she did. I truly believe Carlos helped Holly shoot Romeca because even when I shoot my 9, I'm 5'7", and when I shoot my 9, the recoil makes me jerk back. I know Carlos held that gun as well. That's why they want DNA. And that's why I'm saying, hey, is his DNA on that gun? If it is, he going down. Okay? For multiple stuff. Multiple. Y'all, that is going to be crazy work. He will go down for multiple things if that's the case. Okay, Monica. And they have no probation. Wow. So y'all, let me pull up this clip of the tad bit of the interview part 2, okay, that he did yesterday. Now, hey, baby, it was alleged by people there that he was falling asleep. Okay, they said it took like 4 hours during court for this hearing yesterday, and Carlos fell asleep. Now, I don't know, he probably not getting too much sleep at home. And maybe he felt like, oh, if it's people around me, I'll be able to sleep. Some people scared of the dark. Romeca is eating him up. Okay, his conscience won't let him rest. And we can tell because he aged 10 years in between interview 1 and interview 2. Okay, so he may have felt like, oh, I'm safe here. Boy, you ain't gonna ever be safe after what you done. Okay? Child, your conscience gonna keep eating you up. But he has definitely aged. So let me pull this up. Right, Monica, allegedly. That too.
The woman charged with killing a Chicago mother outside of her son's school back in court today.
Prosecutors say the shooting happened during a confrontation in the South Loop on September 8th of last year. Johnson, who was licensed to carry a firearm, has claimed she feared for her life. During today's hearing, the defense outlined evidence they say contradicts the state's version of events, including 911 audio recordings and surveillance video. The defense also challenged the credibility of the state's key witness. We also heard again from Carlos Smith. He shares a child with both Johnson and Blackman. He is disputing claims made by prosecutors, including allegations that he fist bumped Johnson after the shooting and physically assaulted the victim before she was killed.
I'm just tired of the lies and everything, of what they said I did. I know for a fact it wasn't.
Okay, let me pause right there because he says this every interview. Okay, let's see here. Leopard Luggage Travel says, I also believe that other people were involved. I think there was another car next to Carlos's that helped block her. That would make sense. Okay, that would make sense. That's like a trap that is set, an ambush of some sort. That would definitely make sense if it was another car there. Yes, he is. I remember before they were saying he pushed it down. Gotcha. Hey, Kwani. The man told the police that he shot Teresa. Clock that. I've been saying that. Okay, this man knows the difference between a man and a woman. Okay, I'm not saying she didn't, but also did he? Okay. Okay, so those are things that I hope we get to the bottom of when it comes to this forensics. Okay, because hey, clock it in the meantime. Shout out to Tammy for becoming a member. You are already family, but now you are a member. Welcome to the Open Book members. He felt safe to sleep in that room, right? He said, I'm gonna give me a little sleep in this courthouse. There's people around. Okay, I think I'll be a little safe right here. Now, he always starts off with, these people are telling lies on me. What lies? Okay, we never hear him say what lies. What proof do you have? Now, the people to the right and the left, I want y'all to pay attention to their pay attention to their reactions. We'll watch it a couple of times because I want y'all to look at certain things. So let's listen to it one time through at what he has to say first.
True, I didn't hear lock. I didn't.
Let me rewind this.
Disputing claims made by prosecutors, including allegations that he fist bumped Johnson after the shooting and physically assaulted the victim before she was killed.
I'm just tired of the lies and everything, of what they said I did. I know for a fact it wasn't true. I didn't hear lock. I didn't beat her with the door. I only try to diffuse the situation. They keep deflecting away from that. And what I did made, what they saying I did made it sound harsh, and I didn't do that. So we need justice. We need justice to be served too, the truth. And they keep deflecting from it.
In court today, Johnson's attorney argued for her release, but documents show that most...
Child, I watched that thing about 8-9 times yesterday. Each time I bust out laughing. Oh my God. Because I see something different every time. Okay, right, because he is nothing but a big liar. Girl, clock it. Hey, I'm Chelsea. Good morning. He can't even get his lies out right without stuttering. Okay, I'm like, can you make a complete sentence, first of all? All right, so let's look at it this time. Okay, I want y'all to pay attention to the guys in the back. Okay, now the one that's on the right with the sunglasses, that is allegedly, I believe, a cousin. Now, he has been on Keys's panel before defending him. I haven't heard from him in a minute, because he would usually just come on there, somebody in the chat or somebody on the panel exposing something. He'll come in as one of his little wingman and try to correct stuff. Now, Quadre said allegedly that man has a boot on his foot. Okay. The other guy is a dread guy. I don't know who he is, but his facial expressions take me out. Okay. Because that's your own friend. And it looks like he is not believing you. Okay. Now, I don't know where D Brown was this day. We know he said y'all not about to be laughing at him again for a whole week. He was like, I'm done with it. I'll wait in the car If y'all need somebody to pull up and get y'all, I'll do that. Okay. But y'all not about to embarrass me, have people showing my video over and over, have somebody out here recording me and stuff like that. So now it looks like Carlos, he replaces people. See, people should see that they are dispensable with him. Okay, that if you don't get the job done right, I'm gonna bring in somebody else. Okay, anytime he thought that Q wasn't doing it the right way, Q had been out here swinging and fighting on his behalf, trying to protect his name, take one for the team by doing this nasty stuff, these videos. I still got to call it out, Q, with showing these videos of Romeca. Okay, now, but he's changed his perspective and things of that sort, apologized and all that. Now, then came D Brown. Okay, now D Brown, he became more, visible. At first, he would go into the chats here and there, very, be respectful to everyone, and so forth. He would go on people's panels trying to explain things, but then it was like full blown. He just was like, "I'm out of here." Okay, he was like, I can't even do it no more." And so then he went to court with him the last time. Okay, child, this is too much. It was too much going on. Okay, Carlos getting beat up. Cops got to save him, arrest him to save him. Okay, and then D Brown over here trying to help him, and then he get embarrassed. Okay, he's on video. He's the one. Really, people had more videos of D Brown getting, knocked up out of there than Carlos over there getting beat up. What happened to those videos? Okay. Nobody really, and we don't condone any violence here on this channel. We are true believers in you better bob and weave. If you got to protect yourself, protect yourself. If you got to run, run. Okay. Oh my God. Oh, D Brown said, "I'm out of here. I'm not going to another court case. I've been on here trying to speak up, fight for you, and then you gonna replace me?" He took 2 more new guys with him this time. Okay, he said, "Here, cuz you coming this time. I need you for backup, and then you do. Come on, you ain't got nothing to do today." Okay, so he told his boys to come on up there. Okay, now this go around, I just want y'all to focus mainly on the reactions, even when he says certain things. See, this is what they do in court. Okay, they go through video footage. We're just going through video footage. Girl, Latae said the line crew is back in action. The line crew is back in action. Okay. Shannon said Carlos Nilla, Dave Manila blaming on the rain. Okay. He's a runner. He's a runner. He's a track star. Okay. They are looking like, what the heck is going on here? Like, man, why are you lying? Okay, so let's look at just that part on this go around.
That he fist bumped Johnson after the shooting and physically assaulted the victim before she was killed.
I'm just tired of the lies and everything, of what they said I did. I know for a fact it wasn't true. I didn't hear lock her. I didn't beat her with the door. I only try to defuse the situation. They keep deflecting away from that. And what I did what they saying I did made it sound harsh, and I didn't do that. So we need justice. We need justice to be served too, the truth. And they keep deflecting from it.
In court today, Johnson's attorney argued for her release.
Child, he said, "Let me turn away from the camera laughing." Okay. He said, "Boy, you up here doing this lie. I can't even look at the camera." Every time he lied, they turn their heads. Every time he lied, watch. Every time they lie, they look at each other and turn their heads. His boys giving him away.
That he fist bumped Johnson after the shooting and physically assaulted the victim before she was killed.
I'm just to add other lies and everything.
Okay, watch.
What they said I did. I know for a fact it wasn't true. I
Lie.
didn't hear lock her. I didn't beat her with the door.
He squint. He couldn't hide it. Lie.
I only try to diffuse the situation. They keep
Lie.
deflecting away from that.
Lie.
And what I did made what they saying I did
Lie.
made it sound harsh, and I didn't do that. So we need justice. We need justice to be served too, the truth, and they keep deflecting from it.
In court today, Johnson's attorney argued for her release.
The one guy, y'all, I'm gonna have to get that picture. I'm gonna have to just do a still shot. Every time we hear Carlos line, I'm gonna pop up that man's face in a bubble. Okay. Yeah, Carlos was lying so bad he couldn't even see it. He couldn't even see the truth. He was squinting like, what? he was squinting like, boy, I know he didn't just say that. Shannon said, wait, what? Why he malfunctioned like that? They look lost, child. They were whispering to each other. He looking like this ninja live. The way them two fools are looking at him turning their heads, y'all, it took me out. I had to watch it at least 9 or 10 times, okay, to catch something different each time. Carlos looks like he's stressed. I told y'all, he aged 10 years, okay, between interview 1 with Tia and this interview. I don't know what's happening, but he has aged over that little short amount of time. Within a few weeks, okay, we've seen where it's taken him. Carlos looks like he's stressed. I know he wish he can take back September the 8th. Yes, him and Dump as Holly. Okay. Did you say one of the guys had on a boot? Right. Empress Awakened. That's what Q said. I don't know. He said that the one guy had on a boot, the one with the glasses. I'm like, well, what is he going to do? Okay, if you're not able to even walk properly in healing, you need to have a seat, sir. Okay, hey, Mika, welcome. Hella stress. Okay, so this time, y'all, what we're going to do, we're going to listen to what he actually said, okay? He recorded with the meta glasses. Oh, you know what? And that's what Kobe said, that allegedly somebody got kicked out of the courtroom yesterday because they had on meta glasses. Okay, these people are not crazy. These folks just trying whatever to do whatever. Okay, they know that they have meta glasses out here that record. So you cannot go into the courtroom with those glasses. And then even if you do record something, your butt gonna get caught. Okay, whatever you try to record and you try to spread it out here in the public, you are going to get caught. Okay, so don't even try to play with your freedom like that. He needs to stay off camera. She said I had to fall out the bushes on this. I'm telling y'all, he brought his bodyguards, child. Take them back. Okay, take them on back home. All right, so let's listen to the things, the words, the things, okay, that's coming out of his mouth this time.
And physically assaulted the victim before she was killed.
I'm just tired of the lies and everything, what they said I did. I know for a fact it was.
Okay, now he said what they said he did. Now he is only there, y'all. It's not in support of Holly. It looks like he's just seeing how is his name going to come up. Okay, what they said he did. This is Holly's hearing. But notice when he comes out here, he is now bringing extra attention to himself. He's saying, they're saying what I did. This not about you, Otis. Okay, nobody came to see you. Nobody came to see you today. You giving your own guilt away, your own self away by bringing attention to it. Everybody came to see what were they saying about Holly and her case. Okay, we didn't show up to see what they were saying about you. Now we curious because we know you next. Okay, however, you not even bringing her up in this little snippet. Okay, he is now making this about him.
True, I didn't hear lock. I didn't beat her with the door.
Even this person on the right, no, that's a lie. Okay, you see how he turned his head? You see how the one in the blue is squinching because he know he lying. Okay, you talking about you didn't have her in a headlock. You didn't hit her back with the door. Your own boys back in the back don't believe you. Okay, look at how this guy is squinching when he said that on the left in the blue. He don't believe you. Now you expect us to believe you and your own boys. The other one, he couldn't even look at the camera. He like, this dude, man, let me put these glasses on. You about to be out here embarrassing us. That's why D Brown didn't come. Now you got us out here looking crazy. Okay. The one he's played was nasty work. Okay. They standing there like, man, I know you ain't got us out here looking. Yes, okay, she is. I'm clocking. Carlos, why do you lie? Tell me why you lie. Why you lie so much? Okay. Okay. That's what Romeca said. Their head was on a swivel. Yes, I'm telling you. How are you going around with that boot? He can't get his lines together. He should have practiced. Okay. He should have definitely practiced. He want justice for his reputation. Yes. Carlos learned him a new word, reflecting. Wait, did he say reflecting? Okay. Y'all gonna have to bear with me. Y'all, this took me out. I'm sorry. I'm playing it probably too much. I don't want to get on y'all nerves, but every time I hear something different.
That he fist bumped Johnson after the shooting and physically assaulted the victim before she was killed.
I'm just tired of the lies and everything, of the what they said I did. I know for a fact it wasn't true. I didn't hear lock her. I didn't beat her with the door.
Rice spilling the grits.
I only try to diffuse the situation. They keep deflecting away from that. And what I did made.
Wait, this guy, he about to laugh that time. I just caught that on the still shot. Now, this is a good point that spilling the grits. I had to pause my laughter for this part. This here, now, I'm going to be honest. At the beginning, I feel like I saw a fist bump video too, okay? Where he walked over and said self-defense, but on the one that was shared, it was like he walked over and was out of view of it, the one that's been going around, with the aftermath. But from a distance, this is a good point that spilling the grits is made, okay? If you're from a distance and looking across the street and they saw a fist bump, is it possible? Now, we're not saying that this is fact. This is an opinion of something that could have possibly happened because we were questioning how did she get so much blood on the inside of her hand, right? Well, Spilling the Grit said, what if Carlos did and the fist bump was him passing the pow to Holly to put in the car? Girl, ooh, I had to fall back on that one. Y'all, because it's on the inside of her hand. Okay? This is why I want to know, was there ever, during any of that exchange, this event, did they exchange anything at some point? Okay? Because DNA will definitely show. It would definitely show. Wow. Thank you for sharing that. He won't make it to prison. Okay. Ooh, Romeca's still on his ass, even in her transitioning. That's right. Yeah, that's why he's looking like that. That's why Holly has so much blood on her hands. Wow. The one with the glasses, as soon as Carlos said, I'm tired of the lies, he turned his head like, why you lying? Okay, I'm telling you, you can pick up on body language. Body language matters. He's only concerned about himself. He knows he's next. Yes, I'm telling you. Hey, right now. Hey, honey drip. And the other one looked at the homeboy like this nigga. He better enjoy carrying his man purse. Can't take it where he going. Child. Okay, let me continue.
And surveillance video. The defense also challenged the credibility of the state's key witness. We also heard again from Carlos
Right,
Smith.
let's
He
say
shares
that
a
was the
child with
first.
both Johnson and Blackman. He is disputing claims made by prosecutors, including allegations that he fist bumped Johnson after the shooting and physically assaulted the victim before she was killed.
I'm just tired of the lies and everything, of the, what they said I did. I know for a fact it wasn't true. I didn't headlock her. I didn't beat her with the door. I only try to diffuse the situation. They keep deflecting away from that.
Wait, did y'all pick up on the Ike moment? Who you trying to Ike, Carlos? Okay. That don't work with us. Did y'all see the little like that aggression that was he's trying to hide it, okay? He's trying to hide it. But it's that watch that Ike moment. He almost had Ike moment with us right there for a second. Pay attention when he said fuse, hey, who you trying to roll up on? Okay, who you talking to? Watch. His friend, baby. That blue sweatshirt. Hey, you my dude, cause baby, that squint is taking me out of here. Baby, he trying to find the truth. Okay.
The credibility of the state's key witness. We also heard again from Carlos Smith. He shares a child with both Johnson and Blackman. He is disputing claims made by prosecutors, including allegations that he fist bumped Johnson after the shooting and physically assaulted the victim before she was killed.
I'm just tired of the lies and everything, of the, what they said I did. I know for a fact it wasn't true. I didn't headlock her. I didn't beat her with the door. I only try to diffuse the situation. They keep deflecting away from that. And what I did what they saying I did made it sound harsh, and I didn't do that. So we need justice. We need justice to be served too, the truth. And they keep deflecting from it.
In court today, Johnson's attorney...
Wait a minute. Not this man said he wants justice for the truth, but not justice for Holly. Okay. He said we want justice for the truth, and they still said we want justice for Holly. What in the world are justice for Romeca? Come on now. He said he wants justice for truth. When the camera frees, Carlos looked like he the walking dead. Tales from the crypt. Carlos, next time write your lies on your hand. Not the hand. Okay, you keep forgetting what you said, baby. Come on now. That's that guilt. Yeah, they not coming back next time. Y'all, I promise you, February the 3rd, when he comes, if he shows up, watch, don't he have 2 more people or some more people with him. These 2 here, they're not coming back with him. D Brown is out. Q out. Now, blue sweatshirt. Okay, cousin, they're out. Child, who you gonna take with you next time? Because, man, they are giving you away. Yeah, he said we need justice. Who is we? Has Carlos been charged with anything? If y'all have heard of some charges that I don't know about, okay, please let me know in the chat. Maybe I don't know that they've just charged him with something, but maybe that has something to do with why he was crying the other day, when allegedly he came out of a room and he looked a little worried. Okay, I don't know. Then allegedly yesterday, he was on a live. They had called him and said that when he started talking about this part, the fist bumping and the headlock part, he broke out into a cry. They had to remove the live because Carlos was crying on the live. That's just something I heard, allegedly. I don't know. But why is that making you cry so much? Okay. Were you crying when you were doing it? I'm just confused. Okay. Shout out to Leopard Luggage Travel for the super sticker and for being a sponsor for today's live. Thank you so much. Right. Who the F is we? Okay. Who is we? I can't listen to you and work. Wait, it's 3 of them. I'm telling you, girl, he wants justice for the truth. Okay, to clear his name. Did y'all see that Ike moment? Child, he thought that we were little. No, you not gonna diffuse us, boy. Who you talking to? Okay, he toughened up. He had a little bass in his voice. See, that might work with some of these women, baby. That don't work with everyone. Okay, because then you tried to cover that little part. See, that's the thing. He wants to play victim, but then you want to be hard a little bit. Okay, just a little bit. Okay, he can't go to court by himself. I ain't see you up there by yourself. Okay, why them two guys look like they want a girl? The one, I gotta look at it one more time for the one time. Let's look at it one more time. That's my boy on the left right there. Man, that's my dude right there. He is giving it all. He is the highlight of this video. I would never look at this video again without laughing. I would never look at this video again without looking at my dude there on the right. Okay, and give him some dap. Okay, baby, he gave me life because this guy talking, he's not doing anything. He's not making a complete thought or anything. This dude here on the left, okay, he told us everything just with his eyes. Okay, just with his eyes. So you could tell. Divinely Damiana, girl, you can tell he's even holding back tears, okay, on this video right here. And nobody was asking him questions. He had the freedom to say whatever during this interview. And this is what we got. This is what we got without anyone guiding him, without anyone asking questions. Tia said, you're not wasting her time anymore. Okay. She tried to give you a chance and look at what she got. Then the cameraman, he's trying to give you another chance. And look at what he got. That's it. You're going to have to stick to Facebook Lives, okay, or if somebody lets you come on their panels. That's it. They're not going to keep wasting time. You're not saying nothing. Remember that Psycho Lady said reverse his videos trying to drag Romeca, reversing and showing who he is. Okay? Yeah, boy, who you talking to? Talking about, he put a little bass like that little in his voice when he said diffuse. Who you talking to? He needs a crisis manager. Okay, that mean don't know how to cry. That was a whole effing act. He's playing a script for the new movie that's coming out on Netflix. He's auditioning. Had me looking around in my house looking for weed. Come on now. Okay. He looked like how I looked when I was in nursing school fighting for my life. All my life, I had to fight. Okay, that's what he looking like. Here we go. One more time.
I'm just tired of the lies and everything. What they said I did. I know for a fact it wasn't true. I didn't headlock her. I didn't beat her with the door. I only try to diffuse the situation. They keep deflecting away from that. And what I did what they saying I did made it sound harsh, and I didn't do that. So we need justice. We need justice to be served too, the truth. And they keep deflecting from it.
In court today, Johnson's attorney argued for her release, but documents show that motion was denied.
Y'all, I can't stop. Kudos to the dude in the booth. Thank you for giving us all we needed. Okay. She said he needs some speech lessons. He do. Like, seriously, he does. Something's going on there. Him and Holly, they make a great couple. This is just traumatic. You should have diffused a little better. You wouldn't be there. If you were truly trying to diffuse the situation, let's just go here. If you were trying to diffuse the situation, you would have told Holly to put that weapon away. You would have tried to block Romeca so that she wouldn't get shot. Because see, Holly, I don't think would have shot you. Or I don't know. Okay. But you didn't try to jump in front of Romeca. You didn't try to tell Holly, no, don't go get it, girl. What you doing? Or nothing. But you allowed her. You telling Romeca she gonna go get it. What? So you gonna allow your other baby mama to go and get her weapon? That's why Blue Sweatshirt was looking like that. He even know that don't sound right. Okay. I get confused when people doubt the state. Romeca did not have a weapon. The state have a slam dunk case. Ho Holly is going to prison. Say it again. Okay, justice for Meeks. I'm telling you. And welcome, Stanford. Thank you for joining. A Million Rays, thank you. I'm her Miss Lynn. Good morning. Okay, that guilt is most definitely eating him up. Yes. His mom is a preacher. She needs to baptize him in holy water, child. Oh, I bet that's probably why we don't really see her out here talking about none of this. Yeah, it's the homeboy for me. Okay. In this whole thing, it's the homeboy for me. Give him the mic. Okay. Let me hear what he has to say. Because he should have put on some sunglasses too. Because, baby, the way he did that, he gave Carlos away. We knew every time Carlos was lying in this interview because his boy, he was giving him away. Yeah, I know what you did last summer for Carlos edition. Okay. Deflecting is killing me. It's the subject is not coming in. And for those of y'all, because we already said, let me go ahead just from that one comment. I made my disclaimer at the beginning. I said certain things we were going to be serious about, and then certain things we laugh about. Okay, in a serious traumatic situation, we have to find little things to laugh about. Okay, this is not a laughing situation of what happened to Romeca, so please don't get all of that twisted. Okay, do not come in here. I already said this at the beginning because I already see sometimes comments of people coming to a live and you're discussing a serious topic that it has to be zero laughter. No, laughter is a medicine, okay? There are certain things that we can laugh about. Of course, the whole situation, what has taken place, we do not laugh about. Certain people that have been supporting me, they know my personality. We know how we roll over here in this chat, okay? Certain new people just kind of read the room, okay? Believe me, when we were laughing and it came to something serious, even T. Smith called me out on it. I said, okay, y'all, hold up. There's something we need to talk about right quick. Okay, and then we went back to laughing about the funny stuff. Okay, so best believe, don't get it twisted. I'm forever justice for Romeca. Been talking about it since day one, covering it. We all up in it. Okay, we helping the state, really. Come on now. A lot of the stuff over here, we probably giving them ideas, telling them what to look into. Okay, we may not be up in the court like that, but hey, baby, we got some questions. We got some answers. We want y'all to get into this. Okay? But shout out to you for being here. Obi, he said, I didn't headlock her. Did you see the dude in the blue? Yes, that's what I'm saying. Girl, he gave him away. He gave him away every time. I need to, I got to get that dude. He's good. Because every time he lie, we're going to pop that video up right there. Yeah, she was getting ready to say it right, what I did and not what they did. See, if you let him talk, that's why I say let people talk. Eventually, little things come out. They start telling on themselves, okay? I'm telling you, they will start telling on themselves. And he was slipping in the wheeze and the eyes. Okay, right, Teresa. Carlos looked just like that horse puppet from a TV sitcom with the little kids. Lamb chop, not lamb chop. Good morning, Regina. Welcome. Okay, his friend said, don't call me no more. Okay, he said he's not going back up there. I'm telling you. Let's see. Listen, we can use the laughs. Okay, we can't be walking around angry all the time. We know it's a serious matter. Unclench your butt cheeks. Laugh a little. Yeah, right. The Most High laughs at evildoers, knowing their time is coming. Come on now, bring in the word. Okay, I love it. Thank you, Venus. Carlo make you laugh, girl. That whole video, I ain't gonna lie. Last night I watched about 8 good times. He didn't say anything. What in there did he say that we really believe? Because we definitely don't believe when he said he didn't do it. That part, child, I would be so humiliated if I was kids to Carlos and I know his mother is traumatized. Yes, exactly. And that's why we're not seeing them there behind him, okay, while he doing these shenanigans. And then, y'all, something else I thought about too, with Carlos, okay? Not Carlos, Holly, and her mother being there. And some people are like, she doesn't speak up a lot and things like that. Well, it seems as though even when Keys was showing that previous case, okay, and she had let somebody borrow her mother's car, okay, that was involving a whole gun. I mean, this whole situation involving a gun, then they having to speak with your mother, all of this. Y'all, her mom is probably, how most moms do. They're going to have your back, like, regardless. However, they do not have to agree with or like your choices, okay, and your actions. She probably sick of her because this is not her first rodeo on top of the other stuff that she has going on or that has been involved with. Okay. We talked about some of those prior things. Okay. The shoplifting and trespassing. And now she got mama at one court hearing. Now you got the one today for something else. Sometimes your mamas and stuff, they get tired of you. Okay. Mama probably tired. Yeah, we can't help but to laugh at that video. I'm sorry. That was the humor and laughter for today. Right. You can't be serious all the time. And we still standing on justice for Romeca. We can have a mixture. Child, that thing, everybody probably been laughing. Y'all said over there on Facebook, child, let me pull up. It's on Fox 32. Let me see. I didn't even know they had a Facebook. They said that they were clowning him on the news channel. Okay, and that's a serious situation, right? The news is serious. Okay, and they clowning him in the comments. Let me find it. Now, what do you do about that? Child, how far back is it? Let's see here. Okay, is this it? That's a picture of Holly. Do they have just the video by himself, y'all? Over there? Because I know, let me look in the comments over here on YouTube. Did anybody put some comments about him? Oh, no. I thought they were going to put some over here, but they didn't. Child, let me have to find that one day because it might be too far back. Let's see. Tell it, Obi, even Romeca aunt thanked Big Keys for the laughter because she was tired of being sad. Oh, really? Wow. Wow. I didn't know that. It was unbelievable, but I was there. Okay. Yeah, she probably, she gonna support, but sometimes parents get tired. Like, how many times we gonna be doing this? You know what I'm saying? Then this is money. Like, these people probably don't have money like that to be up here going to court, paying for a lawyer. They have to travel. Okay, although it's not just a long distance. But I heard with traffic, shoes, that could possibly be like 45 minutes to an hour. Then just a thought, where's her baby? Okay, now you force your baby into another situation, another living situation because his mom is in jail. So it's like a combination, I should say, of all of that. And that could be why, she's just not going to be skinning and grinning in there. And no, she's sick of her. He's lying and we see the recording on everything. Yeah, he might be girl, you say not that he might be related to BB. Girl, both narcs, okay? Yeah, she tries to do that too. And baby was catching her in every lie, okay? He isn't a victim. Right. Her mother knew day one, girl, you did your big one now and mommy can't help you. Uh-huh. Clock that. She probably like, I don't know what to do. Because this is serious. It really is. This is big murder. Y'all, first degree murder at that. Okay? First degree murder. And you have a child. And you're pregnant over this man that is not even here to support you. I'm pretty sure her family is also, well, they should be looking at these interviews, looking at him doing lives, his page, and they don't even see him claiming you, talking about you, trying to support you, and you in jail and he out free. Oh, best believe they're going to start getting into her head. Okay? It's a matter of time. And he knows it. 3 kids out of her fatherless, motherless. Yes, from his actions. Yes. Fatherless and motherless. Hi, Tim. Welcome. Yes, because my man told me I was obsessed with this story. I swear from day one, I've been on it. Romeca blood cried out to all of us. And we felt from day one, this was a setup and more proof is coming. Right. Thank you for sharing that. I agree. Some stories, they come out, you talk about, and then eventually things sizzle, and you kind of move on, right? For some reason, y'all, with this story, it did not just go away. More and more proof came out. Okay. More and more inconsistencies. It's like a knowing in your spirit that something is off. I don't know if y'all felt that, but like you'll be going somewhere or something and you get like this feeling. To me, I call it the Holy Ghost, like really giving you an unction that something's not right with this. And I felt that from the beginning that something was off with this situation. And as more things started coming out, we saw the lies. This was left out where it wasn't at his place, his house. Oh, it was across the street. Why did he say that? So then you start questioning. When people get caught up in lies, then you start questioning. Then people start looking more into things. Okay. Then the witness came out. So we had more context. See, that witness speaking out on Gigi's panel that day really, really helped to keep life into this. Okay? Because you had someone that was not afraid to come out and speak what they saw. Some people will not do that. Okay? There are plenty of people that saw what happened. But some are not doing it for various reasons. They don't want to be involved. Some don't believe in the system. Some feel like, their lives may be at stake. Some feel like you'll be viewed as a snitch. Okay. And there's that code. So they don't. Okay. So kudos and props to this witness that she risked her life. Okay. Technically, they know who she is now. To speak up on behalf of Romeca that day. She saw her. And she continued the process and went and spoke with the police and the proper authorities. And that kept life. Content creators that kept on speaking on it. That kept life into it. And then eventually God allowed it to the right people actually taking action and moving on, looking into, investigating, okay? And then eventually arresting Holly in a city that usually I've heard don't re-arrest people. But this case, it seems like Romeca has favor. And we even talked about that last night on our Encouraging Word Thursday. Favor, even in death. That favor is moving on to her family, her son. So many people know of her son. I told y'all this morning, my kids know Amir from the gifts, things that people donated towards. that things we ordered for him. His life will never be the same when you lose a mother. But on the other side of that, his life will never be the same because he's also gained so many people around the world, aunts, cousins, that want to look out for him, that want to be there for him. So, yes, that part, that's serious, that's traumatic. But I feel you on that. I'm glad that this did not go away so that her family can have justice in some sense of closure. I was just sitting in the car yesterday thinking to myself, God, when this is over and she's finally convicted, I would have a sense of mission accomplished, assignment finished, and Romeca can rest in peace. I'm looking forward to that. Okay, that her family can have some sense of closure to this because their lives are not the same. Their lives are not the same without her being here. But I'm so thankful to God that this did not go away. It just turned into another cold case. I am so grateful to God for that. Hi, M. Fleming, welcome. Let's see. Just sad all over the sad sack of bones. Right. Okay. I would not disrupt my life for BS my kids doing. Okay. Some people won't. They like, try, you got to sit in that. Okay. Regina said, I'm new to YouTube content creators. I'm a crafter and be on here learning. But on September 8th, life changed for me. I'm down this rabbit hole. Justice for Romeca from Detroit. All right, Regina. Shout out to Detroit. Thank you for tapping in. Hey, KD. They need to keep showing his face because no female out here needs to ever date him again. He did it once, he will do it again. Ooh. I knew it was a setup right away. None of it makes sense. Yes, exactly. If I was Holly's mother, I wouldn't have went in no room to comfort Carlos. You got my daughter jammed up in this situation that is about to take her life. Yeah, he's trying to get some sympathy. His truth, he don't give an F about Holly or Romeca. This man looked 10 years older. I'm telling you, Clark and Erica, he does. He does. Yes, always justice for Meeks. Yes. Let's see. Teresa said, when I first saw the video, it looked just like a setup with a lot more people involved. When the truth finally comes out, justice for Romeca. Yes, I agree. Because it's true and he's ashamed. That's why he was crying. Yeah. She said she looked in her eyes. I do remember that, Anna. Yes, God bless the witnesses. Yes, and shout out to fellow content creators that's been covering this. Yes, definitely. Everyone has a part. Okay. No one person's part to me is greater. Everyone has their part. The supporters, y'all have a part. Content creators have a part. The witnesses have a part. The people that are going to the court have a part. But it should all be based on getting justice for Romeca. And justice, period, in this situation and for the children. Oh, yes. Evelyn, that's a good point. Yep. It reminds you of Nipsey. Yeah. Romeca's light is still shining in death. Yes. I agree. Yes, y'all put those pink hearts. Justice for Romeca all day, every day. That's not the end. After they sentence Holly, Carlos is next. Yes, that's coming. Oh, and speaking of that, make sure y'all vote in the poll. Oh, let's say, look, I'm good. I knew you were going to put those eyes. Okay. I even looked down for a second. I was like, how long have I been on here? Oh my goodness, poor Miss Tina. I feel so bad for all of them. But Romeca looking down and happy, Holly locked up, and we all know some of the truth. Yes, exactly. And it made me feel so good to hear Miss Tina come on Dee's panel that day. And she was so thankful and happy about the gifts and just to hear her voice. I don't know. It just gave me, and I've seen videos with her talking, but in that moment, y'all, it gave me a sense of this is why we're doing this. I'm trying not to get teary eyed right now. Whew. I can only imagine. Oh, Lord, I'm trying to get it together, y'all. The loss of a child, that's hard for her mother, and the loss of a mother, that's hard for Amir. And Romeca, you could tell through the videos, y'all, she loved her family. She loved her son, her mother. You could tell. And like I told her mom that day, although we could not ever bring Romeca back, the whole point and purpose was for them to feel a little holiday cheer, to put a smile on their face. And in hearing her laughter, her excitement that day, it just really showed like God got the purpose across. And we were vessels. Everyone that partook in that, donated, were just vessels used by God to do what ultimately He wants to do. None of it is about us, but it's about God accomplishing His purpose through willing vessels, which is why I say no one person's part is bigger. We're all being used for the greater purpose of God. In this, God is a God of love, and He is multifaceted. He is also a God of justice. God is an exposer. He brings things to light. He is multifaceted. And in that, I even felt God. When she was speaking, I'm like, God, look at what you're doing. You are bringing them so much love from various places. There are people they probably never thought that they would ever meet, that they would ever know, that would pour love into them, into their family, even in a bad situation. What the enemy meant for evil, God will turn it for our good. And I truly feel that in this dark moment for that family, God is giving them traces of light. And even Romeca's light in her heart for her family, you can feel that they're going to be okay. They're going to be okay. And we're going to continue, y'all, to stand with them. I told her whatever they need, they are not alone. It's so many people out here that look for ways to be a blessing to them. And I don't believe it was by accident, but divine purpose, divine connection. Right. A pain that the world will never forget. You're right. You're right. She said, my heart is so involved. I drove from DC with my daughter and son to participate in court on Wednesday. Oh, wow. So disappointed that court was continued to January 8th. I wore pink from head to toe, standing for row. But you know what? That still made a difference because they still had some court and you were still there to support that family. So shout out to you for doing that. Okay, Brittany, thank you, sis. Okay. She said after that, the family gets justice and life will go on as usual. However, Romeca's family will live a new life of pain, a pain I would never wish on anyone. Yes. Okay. Prayers up for Miss Tina. Yes. She said, and out popped this news about Romeca, and I was praying that people could see this was a setup. Holly was too calm and Carlos was too cold. I could see that something was definitely off. Exactly. Yes, it was confirmation that this was our assignment from God. Yes, I believe that, Nana, forever. And thank you for being a blessing to Amir as well. Right. Okay. So yes, y'all. Ooh, child, look at God shifted that thing, Lord. Yes, we thank God. We thank God. He is never in this life going to prosper. He is going to reap what he sows. He is not a good person, right? When you commit evil without repentance, it will pass down into the generations. Say that. Hey, highest point. She said, hey, since our father is both a redeemer and a destroyer, you better say that. Remember, the will of God will never take you where the grace of God won't protect you. We got this, and our father has us. We carry the cross. Come on, the highest point. Baby, the highest point always comes with it. Okay, you better say that. I love it. Okay. Yes, much love for Miss Tina and family. Yes. And on that note, y'all, woo, this has been a roller coaster of a live, but we have laughed, we cried, we've been serious. Okay, we've done it all. Okay, in one whole live. And I'm so appreciative. It's the club that nobody wants to be in, losing someone. Yes, definitely. I know that is not a club, okay, than anyone, but just also know that if you are at the end of losing a child. There are people that have lost children that form bonds and help one another through that process. And then there are people that have lost mothers that understand that journey and that will be there. So you're never alone. Know that you're never alone on either spectrum of that. It's always someone to talk to, and God is always there. She thought she was going to get away, but God, come on now. And speaking of that too, Anna, I'm glad that you said that. Regarding Carlos, I feel that he thought they were going to get away with this. But what ended up happening was that video started going viral, okay, of the aftermath. And people weren't buying the story. Okay. So now he's like, oh shoot, we got a whole mess. Okay, how do we get out of this? Never did he imagine, let's go there, that there would be content creators breaking down his lies. See, in the past, he ain't had nobody come and breaking down his lies. See, Romeca, back then, it was her against you and your lies. See, right now, it's all of us against your lies. Okay. See, it's not one against one. Now you got a whole world that is watching this, following this, calling it out. Okay. He's not used to that. He's not used to people saying, we don't believe you. Okay. That's not going to fly over here. He's not used to people saying that. And see, Romeca left traces of evidence. Little did she know. Okay, she didn't know that one day we would hear and echo her words. Why are you lying so much? Why are you lying? Why are you lying so much? We are echoing that because we see it. Okay, she was sick of you. She said that she was tired. These were her words. She was hoping you had moved on. She had moved on. Okay. She was tired of you. She just wanted you to step up and take care of your child. She was trying to graduate, become a nurse. She had plans. Thank you, Latte. Yeah, he was emotional, trying to cry, trying to put on this act. Okay, people like that. My thing is, you're not feeling remorse. You're feeling scared that you're going to get caught. Do you really feel bad that she's gone? When you could have stopped this that day. I still go back to that. Right, Vanessa? Definitely a waymaker. I'm telling you. Right. God used this terrible incident to bring his children across the world together. That is so true. I can see that too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she did. She was very smart. She was seeing the light. I feel like she was seeing the light. Sometimes you get sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I believe she had reached her boiling point and was fed up. And his ego could not handle that. He thought they had got away scot free, that this was going to be self defense. She had her license to carry and her restraining order. He did not realize that's why he took the post down. See, he already had started the narrative. This is the worst day of my life. Just like when he comes out in every interview and makes it about him, you're still making it about you. You made it about you that day. And it's times when things are exposed, and all I can say is poor Romeca. And now every time, it's never about remorse that her life is gone and her son, that is your son too, has to go without his mother. That is one thing that a mother does not want to think about, is to leave this earth and your child and your children are left here without you, because no one can take care of them, can love them like you do. Nobody wants to drop their child off and have to go around the corner and put up with drama when they're already running late for work and end up unalive on the side of a road. Did you care that day? Why was it the worst day of your life? It was the worst day of her life, not yours. It was the worst day of her mother's life and her son's life that day. Every time you come out, we're not trying to hear about you. You are still here and probably doing some of the same stuff that she had a problem with that day. Leading up to that day. Sending your son stuff now. Did you do that for Christmas, birthday? He has a hole in his heart right now. But your attention, your focus is on you. That is the problem. The lies, at least be honest. Tell the truth on what really happened to her. Tell the truth for once. It's not fair. It's not. Whatsoever. And I know we found laughter with the friends and stuff like that, but I am being real talk and serious. It's not fair. She did not deserve that treatment. From the way that her eye looked on that photo, that mugshot, she didn't deserve that treatment until being shot down like she was nothing on the side of a road. She did not deserve that treatment that day. And I stand on that. I stand on that. She didn't deserve it. No one is proclaiming that she was perfect. Her own family has never said that. But on that day, September the 8th, 2025, she did not deserve that treatment. Rightfully girl juice. This behavior has to be called out. There are many Hollies out there. Yes, it is. It really is. Especially for a man that's not even claiming you. People didn't find out about you till you were pregnant, allegedly at a baby shower, had a baby shower. Taking one woman out does not make this man love you anymore. And you should see that now. Hopefully, you see it now. Having babies by men don't make them love you. Watching the other one, living like that, trying to see who better. Nobody wins in this. Nobody. Get someone who wants to be with you, who actually shows you that they love you, not just saying words, but your actions should line up with what you're saying. Right. Mm-hmm. Right. Right, Pooh girl. They need to see how Satan will make a mockery of you after sin. Mm-hmm. She tried to leave. Yeah, she did. She did. So justice for Romeca, y'all. Let's drop those pink hearts. I appreciate everyone for tapping in today. Thank y'all so much. Also, special shout out to all of the sponsors for today's live. S. Rogers, Natasha, Ray Mail, Nana Forever, that one, Knight, Dr. Braves, Bam Bam. Let's see, Latte, V, 71 Suburban Girl, 3G, Talking with G, Tammy, and Leopard Luggage Travel. Shout out to all of you. I hope I didn't miss anyone, but special shout out to all the sponsors. Also, shout out to the mods that were in the building today. Dreamy Girl and Latte. Thank y'all ladies so much. And shout out to all the members lit up in green. We also had some members that were gifted memberships last night during last night's live. So welcome to the Open Book members. Okay. We do special things there, giveaways, lives, posts, certain things, they'll get their heads up on. Also, you have access to special emojis in the chat as well. So thank you all so much. And thank everyone for joining today. Make sure you tap that like button. It is for free. Also, if you would like to support the channel, you're welcome to send a super sticker, super chat, Cash App is scrolling on the screen, or buy a coffee. And hey, it's still my birthday month. Okay. Look, I said I'm celebrating all month. Okay, someone sent me a birthday gift yesterday, and thank you. I appreciate that so much. But I pray that everyone has a fantastic day. Let's light up the chat with Justice for Romeca. Okay, we are continuing to stand on that. It is forever justice for her and for her family. Thank you all so much, and you all have a blessed day. Until next time, bye-bye.
You just flip through truth with the open book. If you felt that heat, like share and stay locked in. Another chapter done, but we far from finished. Truth on the mic, yeah, we handle business. Real talk, no fluff, just facts and fire. From the book to the block, we taking it higher. The open book. Every voice matters. Every lie shatters. Catch you next page.